Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our Dark Souls Remastered playthrough. Welcome to part 7. Today we are going to be exploring Anor Londo, City of the Gods. Alright, so this could be a long one just because Anor Londo is pretty big. We'll see though. First things first, head down this elevator. I'm actually really glad we managed to get our outfit before getting here. That did not happen in my practice run for this, which is fine. Up here we have to deal with the gargoyle. Now this gargoyle, I feel like always manages to find a way to kill me. Yeah. Not today. Got that tail cut, unlike when we did the boss, which is why I wasn't really worried when we didn't get it from the boss, because I knew that there'd be another gargoyle to get it from. Drop down here. Pick another demon titanite. Perfect. This upcoming section I will likely be using a shield for, just because I don't feel like doing it without one. Actually, I wonder if I could, I don't know. I'm trying to see how committed I am to this not using a shield bit. Let's head down here. Alright, so this is where it gets interesting. So we're going to use this platform to run up there. So a friend of mine just got me a new game. We game share on Xbox, and by getting me the game, he has gotten himself the game. He bought it digitally, and I will be playing the heck out of that most likely in the upcoming days and weeks. So that'll be really fun. I'm not saying like my recording will change or anything like that. Just kind of a nice gesture that he got for me. I'll try this one time without the shield. But yeah, I'm gonna be playing the heck out of that game. Get out. Okay. That's the easy one to deal with. Alright, here we go. This has got the definitely got the heart rate going. Okay. Well, we did it. I wasn't sure we would be able to, but we pulled it off. The important part was that third one, just hauling herself off the ledge. If that didn't happen, we would have been in a bit of a pickle. Because I simply did not have enough health to survive. I don't think I did anyway. All right, now we're gonna come over here. Why did we come over here? I think there's a chest over here or something. Yeah, okay. That's what it is. So yeah, we're gonna come over here for the chest. I don't know what's in it, but I want it. Well, okay, a divine blessing. I'm not mad at it. And perform another roll here. And I think we can do the same as that heavy attack just now. Yep, okay. Gotcha. One shot. Alright, and this is where we landed originally. Notice this statue. Yes. The statues all around here. The statues and like the paintings and stuff are all like relevant info. If you look down there, you can see yet another gargoyle, which we will be eliminating. Right, there he is. Let's get him. All right, basically have all of the gargoyle gear now. I don't know if we had it before, but if we didn't, we'll be reading that at the end of today's episode. So this will be the path that we progress along. However, first we will be going to grab another bonfire. Sure if I pushed it in the right direction. Okay, so we're gonna come down here. And this is actually an area that will make a reappearance in Dark Souls 3, funnily enough. We're gonna light that bonfire. All right. A couple of things I do need to mention that I didn't do on in the last episode. I did between episodes, actually literally as soon as I stopped recording. So first things first is I did upgrade my armor a little bit. Upgrading armor I've never really seen to have a super tangible benefit, but I mean, if I can upgrade it, I may as well. And actually that might have been it. I don't think I did anything else. I upgraded my armor. All right, we're gonna rest here. We can't really level up or do anything, so let's keep moving. Now the next thing I'm going to attempt to do is kind of want to rush to just go straight to my weapon, but it's going to take a bit to get there, so no point in rushing too much. We can handle it. Now this next area could prove to be a bit challenging, so we could go in here, but we're not going to come into this area until another episode. That's going to be its own episode because it leads to an entirely different area. So for now, we're going to just keep going in Anor Londo. See all the items that we can potentially pick up. Now this next area, once again, a shield would be advised. But I'll handle it somehow. I will do it shieldless. Nope. I was just waiting to see if any of his armor would drop. Alright, these enemies I do find particularly annoying. They have weird hitboxes and they move when you smack them. It's... ugh. That's those ones taken care of. Next, it's definitely going to be these guys. Now, why did I just take damage? Technically speaking, I actually don't have to kill these guys. These ones in particular, I mean. Oh, that's wonderful. Comboed to death. What a way to lose my, what a way to lose my humanity. It's fine. Alright. Fast forward and go. And I'm back. So let's go ahead and try this again. At least now I don't have the pressure of potentially losing my humanity. So I've already lost it. I'll just have to kindle later. I don't even know if there's any, there's not really a lot of reason to be alive right now. Oh, he actually hit me with that. Okay, wow. Alright, so I'm actually just going to show you. I was going to like fight and try to explain what's coming up next, but I'll just... Another fast forward coming up, but I'm just going to show you how to do it. I'm not going to... I'll explain on the back end. So, this is what I meant when I said you didn't really have to kill those guys. Killing them is almost entirely unnecessary. So, the reason I like to come through here with a shield is because these enemies can be rather difficult to deal with. If you aren't employing the shield. Before I get myself killed. He also fell off. Excellent. I didn't realize how easy it was to coerce the Silver Knights to throw themselves off ledges, but there you go. That's how you would do that without a shield. Usually, Silver Knights are pretty easy to parry. That's why I would advise using a shield if you aren't confident coming up here without one. Getting knocked off these ledges is definitely not a unique new player experience, because as you saw, those arrows completely just take you off your feet, if you can even call them arrows. The things are practically spears. So yeah, that's that done. Let's go ahead and hit this bonfire, say hello to an old friend.
Oh, there you are. You've been quiet these days. Smooth summer learning out there? Anytime you see my brilliantly shining signature, do not hesitate to call upon me. You've left me with quite an impression. I would relish a chance to assist you. You really are fond of chatting with me, aren't you? If I didn't know better, I'd think you had feelings for me. Oh no, dear me, pretend you didn't hear that.
True, silly. Okay, anyway, let's get one more level up. I'm not too concerned about souls and all the stuff we'll need for our weapon, purely because we won't be short on souls in Anor Londo. As long as we, you know, don't constantly die. Ooh, that was a super delayed attack. It matches not. Is this more Demon Titanite? No, it's not. Oh well. It was wishful thinking, I suppose. Interesting thing to note is that the Silver Knights don't bleed. So take that for what you will. Now you can see here that there is something in this room. However, when we come in here, it seems to be a closed off space. And that's because illusory wall. All right. Now this basement area has some pretty interesting implications behind it, as you'll see when we kind of start getting some of these items. So for one, you have Havel's armor. On top of that, you then have, let's see, this dragon tooth. But this is the most interesting bit. Also, notice the chain. This is a mimic. And this item here, an occult club. Now why that's interesting is because in Dark Souls 1, occult weapons are particularly good against the gods and their kin, which would be pretty much everyone that's in Anor Londo, just about. So pretty interesting that particular item is in Anor Londo. Both of these chests up here are mimics. So, yeah. Alright, so that was their grab attack. You do not want to get hit by that. Like, at all. You'll also note that the demons that we fought with the spears out there on the walkways, well, they're not really walkways, were the same as the types of demons that actually flew us here, if I'm not mistaken. So they are all demons in employ of Anor Londo, or the gods. Nice dragon head. You can see, these guys really did not like the dragons. If you remember the opening cinematic, this is actually just kind of looks like a blue version of the Hellkite Drake. To me, anyway. And here is a Silver Knight. killed me had it actually hit me. I need to be more careful. Okay, continuing on. Soul of a Hero. Again, we'll be putting those to good use later, hopefully, if I remember about them. Alright, now let's deal with this guy. Will not be running out of Silver Knights anytime soon. Unfortunately. I don't think they're bad enemies. I just don't too much care for fighting them. Okay, so just kind of random pictures. These could be people of importance, could not be. Really don't know. The only one of any particular import is this one here, which is... Anyway, this is Guinevere. We saw her statue. It was the statue I pointed out earlier to you guys. Okay. Just gonna pretend like I didn't dodge that. Okey-doke. Now let's go this way. Alright, now this area is going to be a bit dangerous with how little Estus I have left, but another old friend.
Whatever can be done. Ah, you again. Let me guess. Were you repelled by the Silver Knights? Oh, don't be ashamed. 'Tis the fate of vanguards like you and I. I'll think of something. We can overcome this together. This is quite a fix. We'll need another 3, no, maybe 5 bodies. Quite a fix indeed.
Alright, Onion Bro. Don't you be dismayed. I've got this. I forgot if he was on the left or the right. I just knew he was there. Alright, that was our last Estus, so... My rolls are not what I think they are, and that's a bit bothersome. So if this guy does kill me, I'm not gonna let him get a flawless victory. Okay. I really did that more to protect Secret than I did to, Perfect. Okay, perfect. Kind of. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use one of our divine blessings to just top ourselves off for this last one. Alright, this is not a mimic. Feel free to open it. Nice, another 2 Demon Titanite. Alright, so more paintings of relevance. I mean, this is a giant. These look like paintings of Anor Londo itself. Yep. Anyway, let's speak to Onion Bro.
Oh ho! What's on your mind, friend? Wait. You defeated those monsters? Fantastic. I'm saved. This Knight of Katarina hereby commends you. Take this as a token of my gratitude. But be warned, gallantry entails great risks. Next time, give me a chance to come up with a plan.
Spuddy. What does tiny beings do? Small increased HP. Okay. Not the ring I thought it was. Too bad. Them clipping me on that attack is becoming quite vexing. This is fine. I did not expect to survive that encounter. I was playing very sloppily. Alright. We'll just let me backstab them. Yeah, so there's a shortcut here. Or not here. There's a shortcut somewhere. I probably missed it. No, I haven't. It's right. Never mind. There was a shortcut somewhere along that path. Or maybe it was along the original staircase. I don't remember. But the point is, I'm not employing it because it's not necessary. Not speed running or anything. So it is not needed. Alright, I'd already used one, didn't. I love that shield somehow saves you from getting hit by, like, lava. Gosh, those spear winds are a bit more aggravating. Okay. Now. First, we're going to open this door. This will prove a useful shortcut for us. Then I'm going to kill you. Probably going to kindle this bonfire. I feel like I should. It would have been really nice to do while I was still alive, but it's fine. I don't think 5 Estus is quite enough for this area, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm also going to level up with these souls that I just acquired. First, yeah, I'm going to level up. Actually, I'm going to hold off on kindling just yet. Also, we just hit 30 dexterity, which means we will be going back to vitality, so we'll be getting some more health pretty soon. So that'll be good for us as well. Now with this shortcut, we effectively cut down the amount of silver knights we have to fight to get to like the same area by like half. So never complain. I rolled too early. Never complain about that. Because, as you may have noticed, this one on the stairs actually doesn't aggro unless you get like right in his face. So there's a Titanite demon in here. I have no interest in trying to kill it right now. But we can later. That one is on the stronger end. I think it's like the second strongest one in the game. I could be wrong about that. Do correct me in the comments. I know sometimes I just kind of say things and I hope I'm correct. Let's see. I'm going to go out this window. Because I want that item. And very carefully, I'm going to... There we go. So there, now you know where the Dragon Slayer Great Bow is, should you want to employ it in combat. Alright. That is the sound of a friend that you hear hammering away. First, we're going to come out here and just deal with these guys. Oh, that was a miss. Yeah, walk into the lava. That should not have taken all 4 of those, but it's fine. Also, Titanite Chunk. I don't think we'll ever be needing them for this playthrough, but I could be wrong. We are about to be rid of our weapon that we've been employing for so long. It's kind of sad to think about. Get this thing back in like episode 3.
Who are you? Forge your weapons?
Or 4, something like that. Alright, here we go. The Chaos Blade. Oh god, so many souls. Okay, let's go ahead and use some souls really quick. Also, do I need to buy anything from you, sir? While I'm here? Oh, so you sell the giant armor. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Tis no good, but forge, very good. I help anytime.
Yes, you do. You do help anytime.
Combat soon.
Okay, I need another 5k for the +3. Alright, now I have to decide which one of these weapons is not worth it to me. It's probably gonna be the wolf ring. Alright. Steel protection is still pretty good, so I will be wanting that for some time. Well, actually, that's not entirely true. Come to think of it. Alright, there's a silver knight down there. It's like coaxing this one to actually like engage you in melee can be a thing of some negotiation. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and address that. Probably like right now. I'm gonna deal with the giants first, most likely, but after that, we're gonna go ahead and... This area also makes a reappearance in Dark Souls 3. Also notice the difference in bleed potential on our katanas. Uh, our Ayato could barely bleed those, actually couldn't bleed them at all. Our Chaos Blade did it just fine. Alright, so let's go ahead and deal with this black eye orb, which I don't think is actually in here. Where is it? Here it is. Alright, let's just read it again for a reminder. A mystical orb found on a firekeeper's corpse. Invade the world of a murderer of a firekeeper. To defeat the perpetrator and reclaim the soul of the firekeeper, the Black Eye keeps constant watch on the city of the gods, Anor Londo. Let's find out who killed our firekeeper. Law Trek. Well, well, well.
Look at you. I thought you were wiser. But I thought wrong. Just a terrible thing. Like a moth.
Probably gonna lose here.
You fell.
That's fine.
Don't you agree?
And the only reason I'm fine losing there is because I don't know, for whatever reason, I thought my supplies were going to be replenished when I came. But it's fine. Yeah, okay, this is fine. Actually, it's kind of preferred, now that I think about it, because I want to go speak with the giant again. I want to get to +3. And the one area I think I am slightly weaker in here than I was in my playthrough is my pyromancies. I feel like I remember having upgraded my pyromancy flame, but I could be entirely wrong about that, of course. So one thing to note, if you don't recognize it, is that that is the, gosh, what is it called? The sealer set. So if you'll recall when we read the sealer armor way back when we got it in Blighttown, it mentioned that there were 3 sealers, 2 of which had abandoned their duty, and one of them was dead. Obviously. The other is right here, as you can see. Was. You'll notice this red aura around Lautrec himself now that he's at low health. So Lautrec has a red tear stone ring. We have the blue tear stone ring, if you'll recall. So blue tear stone ring protects you and like it gives you more defense when you're at low health. Red tear stone ring gives you more attack and damage when you're at low health. So do be mindful of that. All right, we just got our other permanent ring that we'll be wearing essentially for the rest of the playthrough, which is the Ring of Favor and Protection. It is a ring that I can never take off or it will break. All right, we're at the boss now. So that being said, we are going to go back, rest of the bonfire, kindle, and then I'm going to probably call it an episode after the boss has been defeated. All right, so we are going to run back to the giant blacksmith to level us up a little bit more. And then we are going for the boss. Now, the boss is going to be fun. It's pretty much one of the most iconic bosses in the Dark Souls trilogy. Definitely the one that gave me a lot of trouble my first time playing. So I usually do like either quality or dexterity builds. Quality is just like a mix between strength and dex. And I think my first ever run of Dark Souls 1 was a dex build, and it was a challenge. I came back later with the strength build. I think I had the Black Knight sword. Trivialized it. Like, honestly, strength builds are so easy to build. It's not even funny. All right, now our Chaos Blade is +4, which is much better for us than the +2 that it originally was. Now, the reason I don't want to waste this humanity, as you can see, that bright and shining summon sign there. It's our good friend Solaire. He is. All right, Solaire, it's me and you versus the world. So Solaire is pretty useful in this fight, for the reasons you're probably about to see. Come on, old boy. One more time. Lautrec won't be joining us any further. Don't ask why. Alright, it's the famous Ornstein and Smo boss battle. So, these guys are pretty famous for being the OG gank squad. They're also really cool, mind you, but they are. Trust me when I say they are not fun to fight solo if you're not prepared for it. Like, if you aren't ready for ONS, this can be a very intimidating boss battle. Also, notice their titles. He is Dragon Slayer Ornstein, and this was that was Executioner Smo. You definitely don't want to be close to that butt slam attack. God. All right. I'm probably just gonna do it by myself because I don't feel like using another humanity. We're back. So notice, you probably won't have noticed because I fast forwarded through that whole thing. Um, but Smo is actually laughing, throughout the, fight, which is a bit harder to notice because I was chatting like a madman earlier. But yeah, let's go ahead and pack up Ornstein though. He has some moves that are a bit more dangerous. When I was younger and playing this, I basically never wanted to fight Big Ornstein because I just found him that much more difficult than Big Smo. Nowadays, I still think Big Ornstein is harder. But that being said, I don't find him nearly as intimidating as I used to. Except for that one thrusting attack that he just did. That is a dangerous move that I still have a hard time dodging. All right. And we are done. One moment. All right, and the reason I like to kill Ornstein second is because I like getting the Leo ring. All right, so that's this area. All right, let's go ahead and wrap this up. I'm gonna hit this bonfire, pick up that item, and then go through that door, and then we're gonna do the item read, of course. And that'll be all for Anor Londo. Really, there's like a little bit that we didn't do. Like I said, there's that one area that's going to get its own episode, and there's a boss here that we're not going to handle until later. But other than that, that was pretty much Anor Londo. That's a done deal, signed and sealed, as it were. Now let's see. I'm going to now, do I level up? Okay, so this is the hard choice because I could go and level up my pyromancy flame with all of these souls. Or I could, actually, I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna extend the episode a little bit beyond what I just said. Also, let's just admire.
Thou hast journeyed far and overcome much, chosen undead. Come hither, child. O chosen undead, I am Guinevere, daughter of Lord Gwyn and Queen of Sunlight. Since the day Father his form did obscureth, I have awaited thee. I bequeath the Lord vessel to thee.
Now I can warp between bonfires.
And beseech thee, succeed Lord Gwyn, and inheriteth the fire of our world. Thou shalt endeth this eternal twilight, and avert further undead sacrifices.
Right, so we get a bit of warping that we need to do. Hello there.
Well, fancy meeting you here. You did much for me up above. I am grateful. You know, I was thinking the gate, the old fortress. Was that you're doing?
Yeah.
Yes, I knew it. It seemed like an unlikely coincidence. Well, am I fortunate? This light of Katerina thanks you sincerely. Please, take this as a token of my gratitude.
Oh, thanks. I don't employ miracles, but I'll take it.
There you are. I'll be heading down below shortly. There's nothing worthwhile up above. No worries. Venturing is my life. I'm prepared for the worst.
All right, buddy. And before we return this, let's read it. Soul of the Ash Maiden, Firekeeper of Firelink Shrine. Pretty sure that next part is just standard to all Firekeeper souls. And this last part, was the Ash Maiden locked in this dark prison for some transgression or by her own will? The world may never know.
Thank you. I am Anastasia of A.W.R. Now I can continue my duty as a keeper. But I only hope that my impure tongue does not offend.
Of course not.
Forgive me. I am impure. My tongue never intended for restoration. Please, if you have any heart, leave me be. I wish not to speak.
All right, well, that's one problem fixed. Now, I think I am just going to go and level up my Pyromancy Flame. It's been a minute in the waiting, plus there's something else I can do while I'm doing that. EG, level me up.
Hello? What is it that you need?
Now you see why I needed all of those souls. That gets expensive very quickly. I'm probably just going to also get that last level up with, I believe it was this that gives me 3k. Yeah. So all those levels, all those souls I could have used to level up, I instead poured into this. All right, now my Pyromancy Flame is plus 11, which will make my Pyromancy all the stronger, of course. And then we're going to talk to you after using almost every humanity at our disposal. Oh, that hurt. That hurt so much. But we got what we came here for.
Thank you, Goyla.
In case I hadn't mentioned it when we first met the fair lady, she is blind. She thinks that we are Quelaag. So I guess take that, depression. All right. And now we're going to warp to Undead Parish. And then once I do the item read, that'll be the end of this episode. Item read, here we go. Souvenir of Reprisal. Blood-drained, shrunken ear, souvenir taken for subduing the guilty. The knights called the Blades of the Dark Moon punish the guilt-soaked offenders of the gods, and take this as proof of their conquest. The earless corpses of the guilty will be left behind as a warning to others, inspiring both fear and respect for the gods. Such is the eternal mandate of the Dark Sun. Yeah, so we chopped off Lautrec's ear after we killed him. Soul of Ornstein, Dragon Slayer Knight, who guards the cathedral in the forsaken city of Anor Londo. Special beings have special souls. Lord Gwyn granted this soul to his 4 most trusted knights. Since we didn't get it and we can't get it in this run, I'm going to read off the Soul of Smo as well. Soul of Smo the Executioner, who guards the cathedral in the forsaken city of Anor Londo. Special beings have special souls. Use the soul of this eerily gleeful executioner to acquire a huge amount of souls or to create a unique weapon. I don't think these are the first silver and gold coins that we've... Well, this is the first gold coin we've gotten. I've already read the copper and silver ones though. Coin made of gold with All-Father Lloyd and his white halo shown on its face. Even coins of great value in the world of men have little value in Lordran, where the accepted currency is souls. Those who dream of returning to the outside world are fond of carrying these around. Now I'm pretty sure we've read about All-Father Lloyd. He is the chief or principal deity in the Way of White. So yeah. Here's the Lord Vessel. Lord Vessel bestowed upon the chosen undead who is destined to succeed Lord Gwyn. The chosen undead is granted the art of warping between bonfires. To open the final door, place this vessel on the fireling altar and fill it with powerful souls. I don't think we got any other new keys. Nope. We did get Chaos Storm today. Art of the Flame of Chaos, which engulfed the Witch of Izalith and her daughters. Erect localized chaos fire pillars. The Witch of Izalith, in an ambitious attempt to copy the first flame, created instead the Flame of Chaos, a twisted bed of life. And we also got Emit Force. Outland Miracle, foreign to the Way of White. Emit Shockwave, considered an alternate branch of Force. Emits an expanded shockwave orb. Force is just another spell. What weapons did we get today? Obviously we got the Chaos Blade. A curved sword born from the soul of Quelaag, daughter of the Witch of Izalith, who was transformed into a Chaos Demon. This blade inherits only the chaotic nature of Quelaag and has a unique speckled design. Blade wielder erodes along with opponents. We got the Gargoyle Tail Axe. Sliced tail of the gargoyle guarding the Bell of Awakening in the Undead Church or patrolling in Anor Londo. Can be used as a bronze battle axe. Bends dramatically during large attacks, owing to its nature as a tail. We got the Occult Club. We didn't have a club before, so may as well read it. A simple wooden club. This simple bladeless strike weapon is effective against most foes, is easily handled, and can break the guard of a shield. However, a single miss makes one wide open, so timing and proximities are crucial. Did we get the Great Club today? No, we didn't. We got that down in Blighttown. Dragon Tooth. Created from an everlasting dragon tooth. Legendary Great Hammer of Havel the Rock. The Dragon Tooth will never break, as it is harder than stone, and it grants its wielder resistance to magic and flame. Got the Gargoyle Halberd. Halberd of the Gargoyle guarding the Bell of Awakening in the Undead Church. Perfectly standard bronze halberd without any special power. We got the Dragon Slayer Great Bow. Bow of the Dragon Slayers, led by Hawkeye Goff, one of Gwyn's 4 knights. This bow's unusual size requires that it be anchored to the ground when fired. Only uses specialized great arrows. All right, so we know of 3 of the 4 Knights of Gwyn so far. We got the, did we get the gargoyle shield today? I think we did. Bronze shield of the gargoyle guarding the Bellow Awakening in the Undead Church. The gargoyle's skin is tough by itself, and perhaps its shield may have been a prop, for it's a rare example of a metal shield that does not reduce physical damage 100%. And we also got Havel's Great Shield. Great Shield of the legendary Havel the Rock, cut straight from a great slab of stone. This great shield is imbued with the magic of Havel, provides strong defense, and is incredibly heavy. A true divine heirloom on par with the Dragon Tooth. Okay, did we get any armor sets? I know we got Havel set, but did we get anything besides that today? We also got a Lautrec set, so we should be reading that as well. Oh, and the Silver Knight set. Helm of the Silver Knights who protect Anor Londo. When Lord Gwyn departed to link the fire, his knights split into 2 groups. The Silver Knights remain in the Forsaken Capital in the service of their goddess. And then we have Lautrec's set. Helm of Lautrec the Embraced, representing the goddess Fina's love. During his solitude, he forsook everything, for he believed in the goddess's love for him. Helm worn by Havel the Rock's warriors, carved from solid rock. Its tremendous weight is matched only by the defense it provides. Havel's warriors never flinched nor retreated from battle. Those unfortunate enough to face them were inevitably beaten to a pulp. Alright, and let's see. I know we got some rings as well. Ring made of an ancient tiny red jewel grants small increase to HP. Rings grant powers large and small. Their discovery and effective use can make one's journey easier. Let's see, what else do we get today? We got the Ring of the Sun's Firstborn. Lord Gwyn's firstborn, who inherited the sunlight, once wore this ancient ring, boosts the strength of miracles. Lord Gwyn's firstborn was a god of war, but his foolishness led to a loss of the annals and rescinding of his deific status. Today, even his name is not known. So this is a common localization error for Dark Souls. I should have put this in at like episode 1, but a lot of the localization for all 3 Dark Souls can vastly change the meaning of how they were meant to be interpreted in Japanese. This one in particular, his foolishness led to a loss of the annals. More accurately translated would be his foolishness led to his name being stricken from the annals of history and the rescinding of his deific status. Anyway, we got the Leo Ring. One of the special rings granted to the 4 Knights of Gwyn. The Leo Ring belonged to Ornstein the Dragon Slayer. This ring strengthens counters with pierce weapons. His Lugged Spear is said to have sliced a boulder in 2. Ooh. Alright, obviously the other. So we have Goff, Ornstein, and Artorias. There's 3 of the 4 Knights of Gwyn that we know of. We already had the Wolf Ring, but we did not have the Hawk Ring. One of the special rings granted to the 4 Knights of Gwyn. The Hawk Ring belonged to Hawkeye Goff, who led the Great Archers. Boosts bow range so that arrows fly like they were shot by Goff's great bow, which took down high-flying dragons. We got the Covetous Gold last time. And obviously the ring that we are currently wearing, the Ring of Favor and Protection. A ring symbolizing the favor and protection of the goddess Fina, known in legend to possess fateful beauty. This ring boosts its wearer's HP, stamina, and max equipment load, but breaks if ever removed. And there you have it. That is today's episode where we tackled the city of the gods, Anor Londo. Now you may be asking yourself, why aren't we returning immediately to give the Lord vessel back to Frampt? And that's because we have other things to do, and our chosen undead wants to do everything he can before progressing along his quest. So yeah, our chosen undead wants to hit every dead end possible before continuing along this quest that he still barely knows the intention of. So perhaps a little bit of exploration will give him some more insight as to what's really going on around here, because right now it seems a bit sketchy. Everyone is saying succeed, Lord Gwyn, but no one is really saying what that entails. So yeah, you know, our chosen undead is a free thinker, so he's going to keep looking around and see what he discovers. But until next time, I hope everyone had a wonderful time with me, and I will see you later. Peace.